Welcome back to Mirror and Thread. Y'all, this is so far outside of the normal content that I typically produce and is definitely the most honest and vulnerable post I've done probably in the history of my career here. But I just felt like I needed to share a little bit of what's been going on behind the scenes for you guys. So a lot of it you know about, some of it you don't know about, and I just feel like I need to explain all that's been going on the back end, and ultimately this is a bit of a love letter to you guys as well, and just my gratitude for being here and for you being here. So forgive me, I'm probably going to be very emotional in this entire video, but I think it's just worth sharing. So here we go. So basically, I just got back from the YouTube shopping conference, and it just kind of reminded me of who I used to be in my business and how excited I was and how intentional I was with my content. And I have just honestly lost a bit of myself in the past couple of years as far as business goes. And this is not a video to shame myself at all. I am so proud and grateful that I showed up at all in the last couple of years, but just to give you a bit of context of all that's been going on behind the scenes for us. So if you don't know, when Owen was first born, he was 7 weeks old, he got RSV very, very severely, and we spent 14 days in the ICU. He was on a ventilator for 11 days. It was very severe. We straight up did not know if we were going to be able to bring him home. Very emotional, super hard, just horrible journey. And I think I shared that here, and most of you probably know what was going on at that time. But what you may not know is that the effects of that are things that we dealt with for so much longer and actually are still dealing with. And that left us with so many appointments to pulmonologists. In those early weeks, I had to pull London out of her childcare because I did not want her to expose him to any other illness. So we had both kids at home 24/7. Trying to do any kind of work was very difficult. We couldn't really leave the house for a long time because I was scared if he got exposed to any other type of respiratory illness, we would probably have been right back in the ICU. I was taking him to doctor's appointments almost daily to have them check his O2 for months. Like, it was just so all-encompassing that business things were so far on the back burner during that time. He also ended up having to have a major surgery on his airway. We did so many appointments for swallowing therapy that were way far away from our house. We were traveling 50 minutes. We did that for months and months on end. Every single day he had to go and do therapy. And it was just like, I just felt like I couldn't keep my head above water at that time. And I showed up in whatever capacity I could here, but I just feel like what I'm basically saying this entire video, the theme is I just feel like my creativity was stifled. I just wasn't who I want to be here and who I know that I'm capable of being here and who I had been in the past. So that was all of Owen's things. Throw in at some point, he broke his leg and London also broke her collarbone in that time. So we had to do casting and oh my gosh, so many more doctor's appointments. Owen also had 2 additional surgeries that we had to go through. And it was just a lot. And then we finished him on, we finally got the all clear that his airway was clear. He was not aspirating anymore. He didn't have to do any more of the speech therapy. The very following month, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. And that I just felt like my whole world was like, how am I going to be able to tolerate all of this? Like, I felt like I was just able to kind of get my head above water and start thinking about work again. And then, got hit with that bombshell. So obviously that was a lot as well. I did chemo, I did radiation, I did a lumpectomy, which actually, I think that's partly why I'm so reflective and emotional right now. This is my year ago. Yesterday was my lumpectomy, which is technically my first cancer-free mark because they took all the tissue out and tested it, and there was no remaining cancer cells in that. So I kind of count that as my 1 year cancer-free mark as well, which is so incredible. After I did the surgery, I did radiation, and then I did the additional double mastectomy and reconstruction surgery, and the healing process for that was very extreme and very difficult. And I have showed up here, and I have been so, so grateful for this community and that this was my job. This has always been a place that has been just pure joy for me and has been something that I used so much even when things were going down with Owen through my cancer journey. This is what I used to kind of put myself in a different mind frame, remind myself of other things other than I'm not just a cancer patient, and daydreaming about things that I might wear to a concert or to a event or whatever, even though the only thing I was really doing during that time was going to the hospital constantly for treatments or going back to bed because I was very tired. So that's a little bit of backstory of everything that's been going on. I am just now feeling like I'm coming back to myself, and ultimately, like I said, this is a love letter for you all because this makes me so emotional, but I know that you could have been watching anyone's content at that time, and that what I was creating is not mind-blowing. I was in survival mode, and it has always been a place of joy for me, but so many of the back end things, the creativity, the things that I really love to bring, I just feel like I wasn't bringing my best self here. And again, that's not to shame myself. I'm so proud of myself for being here. It's more of a gratitude to you all. And I want you to know that every single time that you watched my videos or chose to click one of my links to shop was what paid for my medical treatments. It's what allowed me to put food on the table for my children as I was going through this. And so I'm just so deeply grateful for you all. I'm grateful to be on the other side of all of this. I'm grateful to start having business goals again and thinking through things and feeling like my creativity is coming back. But ultimately just wanted you to know how valuable you are to me. And another thing is, I know I have not been the best at getting back to comments. You'll ask what size and you won't hear from me or whatever. And I want to share with you that I'm also recommitting to my business being a top priority to me and you all being a top priority to me, and my ability to show up here and be a real source of value for you all is top of mind to me, and it is one of my top priorities currently and moving into the next year and years to come. So if you have anything that you would like to see from me, I would love to hear that in the comments, or just anything that you feel like would be helpful for me to share here. I want to be that resource for you all, and it's just been a wild couple of years, and I'm just kind of in this place where I'm reflecting so much, and I just feel so much gratitude in my heart for making it through. I know there will continue to be challenges. Life is never, you're never coasting in life, but ultimately I'm just so, so grateful for you guys and for your support of my business. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for not just watching my videos, not just shopping for my links and supporting me financially, but also just how much support you've given me. And even if I haven't responded to every one of your comments, know that I see them, and the way that you guys have said that you prayed for me and encouraged me, it means the world. And I don't know that I can ever fully express what that means to me. So I hope that this helps you to know how grateful I am. So anyways, thank you, and I will be back with more fun content moving forward.